all but having an addiction. And that was given to me by the doctors. The doctors had put me on a medicine that I was addicted to, and I went and got on another medicine that was even more addictive than the one I was on. So I didn't know. Anyway, I got out of court that day. I went to that person's house, and I went to go give them a kiss and a hug, and they wouldn't hug me, put their arms around me, or kiss me. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Everybody said hey, and they loved me. I started noticing people riding by and staring at me. I started noticing them referring to me as a it. I would go get something to eat, and they would go by like, it likes this, or it likes that. Yeah, it likes that cheese. Anyway, so I started noticing that people that are around me that has been close to me all my life were one of the main ones doing certain things to me and messing with me, and had been the ones doing certain things and trying to keep drama in my life. When somebody in a collective manner tries to be the cause of a negative effect in your life, that's a conspiracy, and that's unlawful and illegal. And if they are trying to program you symbolism and everything like that, that's them working as agents of the state, which is illegal because that's an illegal malpractice, which means experimentation without your consent. And in some ways they don't care, because they're all the hospitals, the judges, the lawyers, they're all in the same thing together. And once you learn that, if they have decided to treat you like a leper and kick you out, that's what they do until you do what they want you to do and how they want you to do it. One of the first things I done is I got in my Bible and I prayed to God, God, please tell me what you need me to do. What is it you want me to do? And as soon as I did that, I got a message on my phone where I get scriptures, and it said to purify myself, to fast. And it gave me the scripture about Jesus being at a wedding, and the Pharisees come to him and ask him, why is people aren't fasting? Here's some more people up here. And he says, well, I'm here with them. Why should they fast? One day I will leave and they will fast. And so I was like, well, I need to fast. And then I got more or less told that for 3 days that I needed to make a 300 on the test, or whatever it meant. Do good. Read Isaiah 1 about the rebellious nation. Anyway, as soon as, see how they done, they come all the way down here, waited till I got here, and now they're gonna. Anyway, I started noticing all these, and that's when I've got to this point, and I have claimed victory over most of what they've done to me. But trauma-based mind control is very powerful. If somebody sticks your hand in an ice cold bucket of water and then asks you a questionnaire, and then you just do it normal, when you're under trauma, it's going to be easier to remember that trauma. So you traumatize somebody and then connect a memory or something to it. And that's more or less what they do. So if you ever learned about this MK Ultra, all this stuff, it's all true. Here they go doing their little occult spells. Let's go. Jazz beat. Can't stand for somebody to sit there and look at me like they want something. Anyway, calm down. Anyway, so I started noticing like people like this. Let's go. Some of the time when you go back and you look like MK Ultra, Monarch, and all this stuff, or you listen to JFK's speech about people doing things, that there is a society so put together, so you better not speak above your name in condemnation of it. All that stuff is real. And the reason it is, and the reason they're so collective, is because of mind-to-mind communication, our pineal gland. And in the spirit, there is no separation. And the people that keep that knowledge for themselves to place other people's under burden is the synagogue of Satan. And they are not who they claim to be. Another thing is, most people will say, well, microwave radiation, this and this and this, and there may be some technology used, but most of it is relationship. And a rabbi explained it this way. He had a bunch of people sitting at a table, and there's a watermelon in front of the table, and he said, after he got into talking, he said, only one of y'all reached up and grabbed a piece of the watermelon. He said, that's very good. He said, I'll tell you why. He says, when you looked at the watermelon, you began to start a relationship. Your body did. Your mouth started watering. You started wanting a piece of the watermelon. And that's how our power works. Your intention, your heart, your mind, and your soul work together to manifest. And when you see somebody, as soon as you think about them, you're trying to make a spiritual connection with that person. And then when you, how can I say this? And when you say you and your wife mate, and your blood and her blood become mixed, now you have a deeper connection, to where you're, getting ready to call that person, and they just happen to be calling you at the same time, and it keeps happening over and over again. You finish each other's sentences. That's the spiritual connection. Anyway, it is not all right or respectable on what they're doing. And I've tried to think, about what is this great, bigger picture or something that they see that I'm not seeing, that keeping this knowledge for yourselves and owning somebody and trading, and what do they get out of it, or what is the purpose? And the main purpose of it is power. I thought, well, maybe, you can't grow unless you have a negative pressure against you, and you need to overcome things. So that's the part they're playing. They're playing the devil part. It's just a character. And they are set there to allow spiritual growth to happen. And I can't subscribe to that. If you're going to intentionally blind, desensitize, and make someone ignorant of who they are in the truth, and then try to act like a hero, or like you're divinely inspired or all-knowing, I don't want to hear it. The United States has more prisoners per capita than anywhere else in the world. The United States is more or less a social experiment. There's 2 different jurisdictions, and some people fall under a certain jurisdiction and others under another. Common law and then admiralty law. Oh, we got some more people down here. They ain't even supposed to have their car right there. See, now they're going to wait till I get here, and they're going to back up and show their little ass. Probably got some symbolic meaning. PVX 8402. See, now here comes another one. Watch. wait until I see. Oh my gosh, this way. See, there's another one. That's proof. That's evidence. It's always going to be done unsuspicious and by more than one, so it's not counted as something repetitive done by other people.